Welcome to the Stacked Supplement Podcast, the premier source for supplement news and reviews.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Stacked Podcast, where we go over the top stories shared on our website, stack.com. That's stacked with a 3 from the past 7 days. I do apologize, as last week we skipped the episode, as our listeners will be aware. I actually went on holiday. I do as much as I can. The website was obviously still updated, but the podcast got pushed aside. But we're back this week, a little bit later, coming out on Tuesday. That will be the case for next week's episode as well, as we're going to be traveling to Dubai for the Dubai Muscle Show, which will be bringing coverage of all the updates and excitement from that show, starting on Thursday and Friday. That should be fun, and this is alongside the Protein Wars, which is running right now, and a very exciting time for us as it's the contest is setting record numbers. You can go on the proteinwars.com right now and see the current protein powders in the mix and who you can vote for. At the moment, we're in round 2, I believe, with 24 protein powders up to vote. It's broken down into 6 groups of 4. The most popular one from each of those groups is going to be going through to round 3, or the semifinals, where we're going to have 2 groups of 3 battle it out, and then the winners of those will go through to the grand final. It's been already a crazy contest. We've had more votes in this first round than we have ever had in any other time of the Protein Wars. So again, it's a very popular this year, and we've already seen some surprise knockouts. The 2-time champ Man Sports ISO Protein did not make it through the first round. Previous champions are still in the mix with MTS Machine Whey from Mark Lobliner and NutriBio's Whey Isolate. And so there is still a chance that we get some repeat champions. But again, it is a fierce contest this year. Once again, check that out at proteinwars.com. We're going to kick off the news for this week's episode with MyProtein, who has come out with just a mountain of new products for Black Friday. The company never really mentioned or teased that it was going to be doing this kind of excitement around this time, but over in the UK, and this isn't MyProtein's UK side, this is not to be confused with this US, which is a different lineup. If you go to its site, myprotein.com, and its US site, us.myprotein.com, you'll see that the selections are very different, but we're talking about the UK one, and over there they've just had a whole bunch of new products release, all for Black Friday. There has been some special edition Black Series flavors launch for various products that are some of the brand's most popular products. There is a black raspberry flavor for its energy infused BCAA drink. There are dark chocolate flavors for vegan protein blend, and 3 dark chocolate flavors for its impact whey protein, as well as a gin and tonic flavor for essential BCAA 2-on-1. So again, the brand has just really pumped out just a whole bunch of releases, and those are only just a few. There are some apparel, there is a shaker, there are some entirely new products that have hit the market. They're not that black edition, kind of Black Friday themed flavors, but they're just coming out at the same time. So it's definitely a huge time, an exciting time for fans of MyProtein. And you can check it all out again on the site, stacked.com with a 3, and just type MyProtein, it'll come up. And you can see what they've come out with. And also they are running a huge sale for Black Friday with massive discount, bigger than usual. And by the looks of things, it's going to get better as we get closer to Black Friday, but we'll keep you updated as per usual with anything from MyProtein. The next story we have is actually from a long-time favorite of ours, an A&S Performance, the company that bought us the previously number one rated pre-workout Ritual. The brand over the years has kind of focused heavily on the keto-friendly market, or the keto supplement market, with various formulas and keto meal formulas, keto hot chocolate, and now the company has jumped into the plant-based game with a vegan-friendly protein called Fresh One. This one is very different from a lot of other proteins on the market. They've kind of made this to be a complete protein, and what that means is that they've made it with sources to give you all 9 essential amino acids, and this isn't the case with a lot of plant-based protein powders. We've seen it from MyProtein. Coincidentally, they did a plant protein again. Instead of featuring just 1 or 2 plant protein sources, they had a whole bunch, so that you would get all 9 essential amino acids, which isn't the case, or isn't always the case, with a lot of those proteins, the plant proteins that have just the one or two. And so again, this is the case with ANS's new Fresh One. They've brought together a blend of protein sources to give you that complete vegan-friendly protein experience. You get 21 grams of protein per serving, which comes from a blend of pea, brown rice, and pumpkin seed protein, as well as the superfoods quinoa and lentil. The rest of the macros are actually pretty lean. Alongside that 21 grams of protein, you get 2 grams of fat, just 3 grams of carbs, no sugar, and 120 calories. The product will be hitting the market soon in 4 flavors. There will be vanilla chai, berry bliss, and chocolate hazelnut. The fourth is cafe mocha, which is actually going to have an extra bit of caffeine because it's made with instant coffee. Moving on from ANS, we go to arguably one of the brands that made the most noise last week, and that is Spartan Nutrition. Over the past few months, the company has been pretty silent as far as any new releases go, but they've come out basically with a fresh new line of products. There's a pre-workout. They've carried over their protein powder from the previous line, Spartan Whey, and they've got an amino called simply named BCAA, and that's the lineup they have now. Now, what makes this relaunch so exciting is that their brand has tweaked its look a little, made it kind of a little more detailed, a little more fresh and fun. They've added scratch and sniff labels, which is a little area where you scratch and you can sniff to get an idea on the taste of the product itself. But most importantly, the brand has relaunched itself with a whole bunch of authentic collaborations. This is very similar to what we've seen from the likes of BSN and Cold Stone with its variety of Cold Stone Synthesis flavors, and also what we saw from Ghost, obviously, with Warheads and Chips Ahoy and there are many other ones. Sparta has obviously teamed up with different companies or different brands from other industries. There is an authentic Smarties flavor for their pre-workout. There is also a banana split Dippin' Dots flavor for their protein powder. It is worth noting that they said they are working on other Dippin' Dots flavors, so this isn't actually going to be where it ends for sure. And there are also 2 icy flavors for the pre-workout, same product as the Smarties flavor, and those are cherry icy and blue raspberry icy. And much like the Dippin' Dots Spartan Whey, the brand is working on other options or plans on potentially having other options later down the road. But for now, the blue raspberry and cherry are its only icy flavors. You can check all of those out on the website, and you can also now purchase all of those relaunched products from Spartan Nutrition's website. And they have more excitement on the way. We don't really have any inside idea on what these are going to be, but based on all their collaborations, their rebrand, their new look, their cool little features and packaging, it's going to be, again, much like with My Protein, it is a fun time to be a Spartan Nutrition fan, and so definitely check that out. And on the topic of fun, we go over to the next story, which is for Muscle Farm and its delicious protein candies. Now, these launched earlier this year, and if you haven't tried them, they're pretty much like M&Ms, but with high protein. The calories are actually kind of similar to M&Ms, but you get less carbs and sugar, more protein, a lot more protein, basically. And the taste is just amazing. So if you're looking for a protein treat, definitely pick them up. But the news for the Muscle Farm protein candies is that they're coming out with 2 new flavors. The product launched originally with just a milk chocolate, and the 2 new additions they have coming is a chocolate peanut and a crunchy chocolate. The chocolate peanut is obviously a peanut butter and chocolate flavor, and the crunchy chocolate is intended to kind of be similar to the crunchy M&Ms, so a nice little crispness to it. Both of those are coming soon. They're not available just yet, but if you haven't tried that original milk chocolate, I suggest you pick it up. It's rated one of the top 5 protein snacks on our list of top 5 protein snacks. I think it's number 3 or 4. It is definitely one of the best or tastiest snacks infused with a bit of protein. So be sure to check that out and stay tuned, as I think we're going to be getting the 2 new flavors for review, especially since we love the original so much. And these new flavors, if they're as good as the original, it'll definitely bump the product's reputation up. But it is also worth noting the new flavors do have tweaks to the nutrition profile, as they are lower in carbs and sugar and lower in calories, but they still pack the same amount of protein. So it's exciting to see a little bit of change there, as that was kind of one of the knocks on that original, that is the calories had this pretty much the same as M&M's, and the upside was obviously the protein. Just fingers crossed that they still taste as good. Like I said, that original is damn good, pretty much like M&M's, and I mean, you get the calories with it, but again, the taste is there and you get that extra high protein. Our last topic for this week's episode is from Redcon1. Now, much like with my protein, Redcon1 is dropping a whole bunch of supplements for Black Friday. My proteins, it's probably got a little more based on what the numbers we've seen, but Redcon1's, I would have to say, a little more exciting. They've done some pretty creative stuff. They have coming out for Black Friday, or due to launch on Black Friday, are 4 limited edition flavors. There's a Vice City for Total War, a pumpkin pie for MRE Light, a caramel corn for MRE Light, and then another pumpkin pie flavor for the original meal replacement MRE. There is also going to be 2 new flavors of Redcon1's delicious MRE bar, with a snickerdoodle and peanut butter jelly, which I can only imagine that peanut butter jelly is going to be amazing. And there's going to be an entirely new product called Ration Pack. Now, again, while all the others are new flavors for already available products, Ration Pack is going to be completely new. This is not a new flavor or a new size. This is a completely new supplement that's going to be dropping from Redcon on Black Friday. To give you an idea on what it is, it's basically the love child of MRE and Ration. MRE is Redcon's meal replacement, and Ration is its whey-based protein powder. And so basically those two have come together for Ration Pack, which is a meal replacement that uses whey as its source of protein. So you get the same kind of carb blend in MRE, healthy fats, but the protein source is from Ration. And the twist on this one is that they all come wrapped up in individually packaged single-serving sachets. So this is an on-the-go kind of meal replacement. Doesn't come in a tub. It comes in a box with I think it's 20 sachets. The macros are pretty damn good, or about what you'd expect, I guess, from a meal replacement. You get 40 grams of protein, 25 carbs, 2 grams of sugar, and 3.5 grams of fat for 290 calories. There will be 2 flavors to choose from, one of which you can already find for MRE with blueberry cobbler, and the other is going to be a flavor from Ration's menu with cookies and cream. So basically, stay tuned for Black Friday. It's a great time to be alive for supplement fans everywhere. Previously, it was just because that was the time to stock up on supplements. This year, it's all about new releases. I remember there being a few last year. This year, I'm pretty sure majority of brands are doing it. It's insane. Redcon1 being the standout with 6 new flavors and an entirely new supplement, and there is even a chance they may even have more up their sleeve. So you're getting a bunch of new releases in addition to awesome sales this year. We'll be posting all of the standout sales we see, anything big that's kind of impressive and not to be missed. We don't share all of the sales just because some of them aren't that exciting, and some of them, I mean, they're all pretty exciting, but some of them aren't as big as others. But as always, stay tuned to the website. We look forward to having you tune in again next week. And again, that episode is going to be posted a little later, just like this week's one, because of the Dubai muscle travel. But again, stay tuned to the website, and we'll make sure we keep everyone updated. Thank you.